So now we are back on Macadam again, and this should take us down to Oaks to the area of the Expo Center, I believe. So I'm not 100% sure, but I believe we might be riding where the canal used to be at one time. Can't say for sure. This almost looks like I just realized something. I'm looking off to my left here and I'm seeing this wall and I'm seeing all these big rocks and everything there. And I realized there's a desilting basin here. I'm going to have to check that out on the way back up here. And this is one that's not marked on the maps. So I'm curious as to what the name of this desilting basin is, because that is definitely one. Question is, does it have a weir in it? The other question is, can I access it? Can the public access it without trespassing? Coming up on another little bridge here. I'm not quite sure what creek we're going to be crossing over. There is a mile marker there, so we are at mile marker 25 on the trail. So that is 25 miles from the beginning down in Philly. Got something interesting here we're going to check out on the way back. Not sure if that was part of the canal or not. I think I might have found another aqueduct for the canal back there. I'll have to stop and check that out on the way back. And if it was an aqueduct, it's not one that's listed on the maps. And also down here is going to be one of the locks. I believe it's going to be lock 61. and also the actual exit of the canal at Oaks. So yes, found the end of the canal, and the bridge we are crossing under is the old Perkiomen Railroad. I made it down to Oaks and to an area that's known as Perkiomen Junction. So sometime I'll have to, if I'm down here, we'll go into the Expo Center there in the parking lot, and I'll show you the location where there was a diamond at one time, where the Pennsylvania Railroad and the Perkiomen Railroad crossed each other. Used to be a diamond. Not there anymore, but I know the exact location of where it was. So we are currently in back of the Oaks Expo Center, which is formerly the old Firestone Tire building. I think it was Firestone. So I'm not quite sure where the canal starts up again once it emptied out there in the Schuylkill River. I'm not sure if it picks up further down or not. Should be coming up on the Perkiomen Creek also. And that is what is over to my right. Perkiomen Creek meets up with the Schuylkill River here. So the tracks for the Pennsylvania Railroad actually end up there in the convention center area, and the bridge that you're going to be seeing down here momentarily is the old Pennsylvania Railroad bridge, and it was repurposed, and it is now an entrance and exit to the Expo Center. Might be able to see a car going across it right now up top. And the date on the bridge, which I'll stop on my way back because this is going to be the turning around point for me. This is where the Schuylkill River Trail meets up with the Perkiomen Trail. So you could basically get on the Perkiomen Trail in Green Lane, ride all the way down here to the Schuylkill River Trail, and ride all the way into Philadelphia. And I know people that have done it. So there's also another loop here. There's called the Autobahn Loop, Schuylkill River Trail, and the Perkiomen Trail. So I'm not quite sure where the next trailhead is down here. I think there's one right up here. So this is going to be a safe spot for me to turn around and head back. But I can say now I have this section covered of the Schuylkill River Trail from Phoenixville to Oaks. Can scratch that off the list. So we'll stop here real quick and I will zoom in, and there you can see the date on the bridge. 1910 it was built. So turning around and heading back. This is definitely a great section of the trail. I have yet to find any parts of the Schuylkill River Trail that I did not like. This is just great. I can see myself coming back down here more in the summer and riding it, and probably some of my YouTube friends out there, if they get to see this video, I'm sure they'll want to come down here and check this out. So I do want to get up in the back, get back up here to where the canal comes out and exits into the Schuylkill River and get some shots of that. Have to make a stop up here and get some pictures of the bridge here of the Perkiomen Railroad. So I am fairly certain that this bridge that's put in here is the location of where the canal exited out into the Schuylkill River right here. You can see across the trail over there is the cutout and everything, and this was the location that's on the map of where it exited into the Schuylkill River. There was also a lock in this area too, which I think I might have found the lock tender's house up here, but we can't access it because I believe it's on private property. But that is lock 61. I think it's called Brower's Lock or something like that. But we'll go around here and show you what I believe is the remains of the canal right here. Looks like a creek now, but I'm fairly certain that this is the area of the canal here. So I could be mistaken, but with that being in close proximity of the canal in the back there, the canal would be behind that house. I want to say that this most likely is the lock tender's house for the lock that was here. So the lock would have been over in that general area over there somewhere. But I'm fairly certain that that's what that house is over there. If I'm wrong and anybody knows otherwise, you know, feel free to leave your comments down in the comments section, but I'm going to safely guess that's what that is over there. So the next point of interest will be coming up here at this bridge. This is where I think I might have found an aqueduct for the canal. So since we're in close proximity of where the canal used to be, I saw this on my way down, and I want to say that that is a little culvert or an aqueduct, whatever you want to call it there, judging by the stonework and everything. That took this creek here underneath the Schuylkill Canal. Fairly safe to say that's what that is. So the name of that creek that's back there, or that culvert or aqueduct was for the canal, that was called Crossman's Run, is the name of that creek. So we'll head up the trail here a little bit and see if we can gain access to this desilting basin that's up here that wasn't on the map. Because there is another desilting basin down here that I'm going to be exploring, and it is publicly accessible. And I think there's a weir there, and that is going to be desilting basin number 21, or otherwise known as the Valley Forge desilting basin. And I believe that desilting basin, the Valley Forge one, is the last of the desilting basins along the Schuylkill River. As far as I know, there isn't any from there down to Philly. So the thing that gave me the aha moment was when I drove by, I saw this thing here, and there was one of these up there in Exeter at one of the desilting basins I was at. And that's when I realized, oh, the rocks and that, it's a desilting basin. But unfortunately, I'll zoom in up there. Yeah, it's posted, and I hear equipment running in there, so I don't know what they're using it for up there, but whatever it is in use, and there it's heavily posted. So I will not be able to get in there and walk around and see if there's a weir there, but however, it doesn't say I can't do it from the air. I do have the drone with me, but it's back in the car, so I'm going to be coming down here at some point again and riding this and bringing the drone down here, and we'll see if we can locate it from the air. And I also got to try and figure out if I might have passed where the weir was, because there was another bridge, little bridge, where there was a gully there, so to speak. So I don't know if the weir would be in that proximity there, or if it's up here further on the right. But yeah, didn't even dawn on me when I saw all the rocks lined on this hillside over here, and I thought, that's weird. And yeah, one of my aha moments. So yeah, as I'm riding up the trail, I came up to this and passed this on my way down. Didn't think anything of it, but yeah, I think this is another aha moment for me, because this goes underneath the trail. Gee, I wonder if this might be where the exit of a weir is. Not quite sure because I can't see any pipes or anything coming out over there with everything green now, but yeah, definitely coming back here with the drone. All right, time to start making the way back to the vehicle. See how much wildlife I can find along the way again. So if I would have done this during the winter, I could probably see where the canal is over here on the left, but everything is very rapidly growing and turning green and making it difficult to find things. Yeah, I spoke too soon. You probably can't make it out, but looking back in there, again, if everything wouldn't be green, you'd be able to see it better, but I can see it standing here. This is where the canal was right here. So I can see in through the trees there, I can see the curvature of the banks and everything. So this is where it would have came out here and traveled on down through there somewhere in here. So the trailhead that's here, if you're keeping track, this is called the Point Providence Trailhead, and you can access it off of Route 29 coming into Phoenixville. All right, so I stopped with a guy back there was fishing, and I asked him what kind of fish are in here because I see people fishing, and he said all kinds of bass, crappies, and he says there's big bass in here. So this place is going to be on my list to come down and fish. I would have never thought that this had fish in it, but apparently it does, and he catches them all the time. So, but we are going to get back to the car because from what he was saying, it's supposed to start raining here soon. So that's, this is going to pretty much end my day here. I didn't think they were calling for rain today, but apparently they are. Plenty of geese out here on the water coming back, but don't see any little ones. Ah, here we go. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little ones there. Mom is definitely keeping an eye on me. Might have been able to get some more video there of those little ones, but I had a bicycler go by there. So Mom took them back in the water. Oh, got some more right here. See if I can stop and get some pictures of these. All right, so Mom took the little ones back into the water, and it is getting busier down here. It's getting later in the day, so more people are getting done work and school and coming out and using the trail. So they're pretty much, ducks and geese are gonna stay in the water. I did pass a stone structure back there, but it wasn't worthwhile stopping the video because it's all overgrown. So I might have to do some research and see what that stone structure was for back there. And yes, it is beginning to rain. So just a couple drops, so nothing to get concerned about, although the clouds are getting darker. Got maybe a quarter mile, maybe a half mile till we're back at the car. But despite it getting cloudy now and starting to rain, today was a nice day for a ride. Still glad I had my hoodie on though, because I would be a little cold on the bike, or scooter rather. If I was on a bike pedaling, probably wouldn't have the hoodie on. All right, made it back to the car without getting wet and everything. And that restaurant that's down there that I pass when you cross underneath Route 29 there, it's called it's actually called Lock 29. I think when I come back down here again and ride this, I'm gonna have to stop there and check that place out. Looks like they got some good food there and $3 loggers too, which you can't beat that. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the trip down here to Phoenixville again and exploring more of the Schuylkill River Trail. And of course I got a train going across the river over there, but I can't see it. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it, this part of the Schuylkill River Trail from Phoenixville down to Oaks, so I can cross off another section of the trail, cross it off my list. Okay, the squealing stopped now. They were really squealing there for a minute with the train going over there, but yes, so I can cross off another section of the Schuylkill River Trail off my list. So I'm probably in another video, we're going to be going down there to Oaks and picking that up and heading down to the next trailhead, wherever that may be. So slowly I am getting the whole part of the Schuylkill River Trail covered, from pretty much up in Schuylkill County all the way down to Manayunk, and I plan on heading down and doing all the way down till it begins or stops down there. So, but if you did like the video, please give it the thumbs up, and also if you're new to the channel and you just found it, consider hitting that subscribe button down there. And also, if you are a subscriber and want to be notified when I upload new videos to YouTube, you can ring the bell down there in the corner as well. So thank you to all the new subscribers recently that found the channel and subscribed. Appreciate you all. And to all the followers that follow me out there on the other social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So until next time, it's have a ball and do it all. We'll see you soon.